That's what I was trying. Okay.
Yeah. Take it away, Kev.
Untap, upkeep, I'll pay for Mystic. Draw. Rubland is my land for turn. Pay 1 life, going to 35. Elves of Deep Shadow. I reckon I'll pass.
I'll untap. Island. Move to combat. Dylan, I'll come at you with a 0-2. Before damage, I'll lose a life off of Underground River going down to 36. And Jutsu in Yuriko.
Go to 36.
And we got a Yuriko trigger. Force of Despair. That's 3.
33. Cam's at 37?
32.
Pass. This Ornithopter, I'll pay 5 life. 31. I'll put these in my hand and I'll pass the turn.
All right, I will untap, upkeep, and draw card. Play a Flooded Strand. Cast Silas. Pass turn.
All right, I'll go to mine. I think the fish is dying. We're gonna draw. I'll play a Shifting Woodlands. Thrasios then.
No sword skin.
Yeah, I'll make 2 blue, 2 red, and 2 green. Swords works. I'm up to 39. Then I'll use my 6 mana in my pool for a green sunset equals 5 then.
Draw for Lyat.
Find a Seaborn Muse. And then I'll move to my end step.
I have effects in your end step. I'll pitch this Limb Duel's Vault, Force of Despair.
Fish trigger, sorry.
Hey, yeah, you got it.
Pack the negation that.
I'll draw for that one too.
Fluster Storm.
Thank you.
Pack this counter. Seaborn Muse is destroyed. Thrasios 2, yes. Cool. Pass. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to get away with this, thinking that one piece of backup would be okay after Necropotence draws so many cards, especially, maybe it was I kind of forgot about Force of Despair and then still just thought, well, I can still power through if I'm able to at least untap once with Seaborn Muse here, but I don't know.
Untap, upkeep, not pay for the fish. Underground sees my land for turn. A Mox Amber. Demonic Tutor. 2 life, 1 to 30. A Diabolic Intent, sacrificing this elves, this card. Card elves. I'll pass after that.
No draw. I'll play Verdant Catacombs. Try to move straight to combat. I'll swing 0-2 at Kev and a 1-3 at Cam.
Yeah, no blocks.
Before damage, then Jutsu this Prosperous Thief into play of the Ornithopter.
27.
I'm a 38.
I make a treasure, so I'll make 2 Yuriko triggers on the stack. With the Yuriko trigger on the stack, I'm going to fetch. Go down to 30. Grab an Undercity Seekers. We'll have this little Surveil trigger. I'll bend this Mental Misstep. 2 Yuriko triggers. Shadow Mortality.
What's that, 15?
15, yeah.
Shadow of Immortality changes the whole game. 15 damage is such a huge damage. Like bringing Kevin down to 12, all of a sudden he's got to do everything to protect his life total. I'm down to 18. Like, and all of a sudden my ad nauseum not good anymore. Necrophone's barely good anymore. So it's so crazy how just this one flip off the top completely changes the game.
Now if we see Brainstorm, we're totally fucked.
Yeah. Cast this Ornithopter.
I'll flip the top card.
Yeah.
Counter that shit, dude.
Come on. Another land. I'll lose a life off of Underground River. I'll go down to 29. 1,000 say Shadow. I'll pay 4. Yeah, I'll go down to 25. Exile 4 cards off of Necropotence. Move to my end step.
I'm just going to fetch this land and go to 17. Undercity Sewers. Get a Surveil. Water Grave, right in the shitter. Yeah, go ahead, do your Necro.
Draw these cards. And I'll hit the old pass emoji.
Untap, upkeep, draw, cast Beseech the Mirror, bargaining it, sacrificing Springly. I'm going to find and cast Ristic Study. Cast turn.
Get a draw. Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna cast a Volatile Storm Drake.
Ristic City trigger.
Pay for this city. 4 energies. Steal Yuriko and pay 2 of them. Ancient Tomb.
You're good, Kev?
Yeah.
I'll untap. No draw. Play this Misty. I'll fetch. I'll go down to 24. Underground Sea. Put this Texaco Mazala on the stack.
I have a Ristic Study trigger.
Okay. I'll cast Mockingbird for Exodus 2. Ristic Study.
Pay 2 and 3 life. Going to 9. Flash in an Orcish Bowmasters and pay for it.
Is there also a counterbalance trigger on the Mockingbird that...
There is a counterbalance trigger. Yeah, sorry. It's a land. I'll ping a 1-1.
1,000 Face Shadow is dead. I'm also going to pay.
And then Mockingbird is back on the stack, and I'll pass on it.
I will have Mockingbird come in as a copy of Yuriko. So I'm going to try to move to combat, guys. 3-2 coming at Dylan. 4 damage of evasion coming at you, Kev. I have a 1-3 unblockable and a 3-2 in the air.
Okay.
Block with my Silas, my 3-2 Death Fetch Silas on your 3-2. I have effects before damage. Lose a life here, and I'm going to Chain of Vapor your Mockingbird Yuriko.
Resolve. I'll sack the Odawara and I'll bounce my Yuriko.
I will sacrifice this Scrubland to bounce the Ristic.
That's fine. Okay, yeah, sure. So then damage happens. Silas stays in the graveyard.
5 life. Go down to 19. Got 5 cards exiled. I would like to move to my end step. Definitely have to move to discard. I am discarding into exile. Mana Confluence, Swamp, Shadow Mortality, Ninja of the Deep Hours.
Untap. Upkeep.
On your upkeep, activate Shifting Woodlands, targeting my Mystic Remora.
All right, so I'll draw. Cast Ristic.
May I draw a card?
Got it.
Ping the birds with that trigger.
Float a blue mana.
Pass turn.
I'd like to use my blue mana here. Mystical Tutor.
Ristic Study.
Pay for Ristic Study.
I'm gonna go to 3 to cast this Mental Misstep.
May I draw a card?
Can I?
Yeah, you can both draw a card, and I'll ping both rocks.
In response, I will Deadly Rollick that Orcish Bowmaster.
I'll get a draw.
And this new one, I will target your face off.
They get Deadly Rollick is exiled. This is resolved. My Rograk is destroyed, and we'll stick her back in the command zone.
Yeah, that happens. Cool. Go to my turn. Get a draw. Talisman of Creativity.
Ristic Study trigger.
You can draw. I'm passing.
Upkeep, draw. Brassios.
Ristic Study.
You can draw. I'll play a Flight of Oh man, I can't do it. I'll just die. Fast turn.
I'll untap. No draw. Bloodstained Mire. I'll go ahead and fetch. 18. Put a Curse Totem on the stack.
May I draw?
Pay for the wrist stick.
Displays are getting.
Notably not 2.
Yeah, that's not 2. It's 2 twice.
Combat. Putting these both at Dylan.
No effects.
I'll try to put Yuriko into play.
So is that 4 damage I'll take normally?
Knock knock. It is a gemstone.
Let's
card.
go.
All right. I'm gonna pay 5. Go down to 13. Exile 5 cards. Move to my end step. Put these cards in my hand. Exiling Tetsuko Umezawa, Glittering Caves of Algavaron, Mockingbird, and Roaming Throne.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw card. Phyrexian Tower. Let's go Wheel of Fortune on the stack.
Pitch Simian Spirit Guide for a red mana and then pass priority.
Cast the silence.
Mystic Steady trigger.
You can drive.
I'm gonna mana drain the wheel now.
Mystic Steady.
You can draw.
Wheel got mana drained. Silence back on the stack.
I'm gonna try to intuition here.
Mystic Steady trigger.
Stop.
You can draw.
Go to 2.
Stop.
It's also 4.
No.
I will sack the Volatile Stormdrake and cast Flare of the Nile. Mystic Steady. You can draw.
Intuition's countered.
No response to silence anymore. I passed turn.
This really wasn't much of a window, but I liked getting rid of the Simian Spirit Guide when I thought that I was going to wield. And after I realized that someone else had a way to stop dealing anyway, I was kind of like, well, why wield then? Why give the whole table all these cards even though we're going into my
Stop.
turn? I still kind of like the fact that I have a full hand and there's a couple other people that are grasping at straws.
3 mana on my main after I untap, upkeep, and draw. Lotus Petal, Dylan, take your card.
Draw 1 card.
Quarter Calling, X equals 3.
Mystic Steady trigger.
Draw, just have it. It's Eternal Witness. I get to return a card from my graveyard to my hand. Intuition. I'll pass.
That's upkeep. Draw for turn. I'll pay 4 and I'll cast 1.
Mystic Steady. I'll draw.
Ew.
Pass on turn.
I'll untap.
Ew.
No draw. Play a Sea Brand. Cast this Wingcrafter.
Mystic Steady.
Pay for Ristic. Soulbond trigger. I'll have that. Target Yuriko. Combat. Swing a 1/3 at Cam.
Take 1, go to 22.
I'm manifesting a land on top
Bombs.
again.
Let's knock it.
Bombs.
You got it. Demonic
Bombs.
Tutor.
Fuck. Alright, I'm dead.
DPS.
Yuriko says each player
DPS.
loses life. So the One Ring doesn't care if it's not being targeted, no damage is being dealt. So Kevin's still going to lose the game here.
Down to 20.
I'll put that Demonic Tutor on the stack. Mystic Steady. Yeah, you got it. I think I'm going to grab this mystery card. So lose a life down to 12. Alfie Voidwalker.
Mystic Steady.
I think I'm going to Intuition now.
Mystic Steady trigger.
You can draw.
Who are you targeting with Intuition?
I'm targeting Jacob.
I'll Red Blast it then. Go to 9.
Yeah, I got nothing else then to Delphi Voidwalker.
I think you have Ristic triggers.
My second one that's on the Doffy. Can I drop from that?
Yep, you got it.
And then I'm good with Doffy.
Pay 3 life. Go down to
Ew.
9. Exile 3
Ew.
cards. Move to my instep. Draw these. Back.
Untap, upkeep, draw card. Ancient Tomb, tap it for 2 and go to 7, I hope. Cast a Soul Ring. Cast Frograk again. Mox Amber. Exile Simian Spirit Guide for a red. Double red on a last chance. I have an extra turn after
Bombs.
this, and then I will die. Cabal Ritual.
Bombs.
Cast a Time Twister.
I'll pitch
Bombs.
the Sakashima student and I will try to pass Force Negation.
Mystic Steady trigger.
DPS.
Cast Daze by bouncing this Underground Seed in my hand.
Cast this Mindbreak trap.
I have a Mystic Steady.
You got it.
Buster Storm. Storm is big.
Yeah, I'll pass.
This was good. I'm going to put Stylus Friend back into my command zone when I shuffle. Okay, now I have 2 black mana, an extra turn after this, mana conflicts in Phyrexian Tower. There's a very good chance that I just fucking whip here. We'll see. Oh, your Necropotence is gone. Also.
Oh, it is. Yeah. They'll understand. The people will understand.
So when Jacob's Yuriko trigger finished off Kev, that Necropotence should have gone away. Because
Ew.
if you'll remember, that was the
Ew.
Necropotence that I Praetor's Draft out of Kevin's library and put on the stack and then was commandeered by Jacob. But had Jacob just exiled with Necropotence then, instead of like after Kev was already not there anymore, the delayed trigger still would have happened. He still would have seen those cards. So I don't think anything changes here,
Bombs.
but that Necro just obviously should go to
Bombs.
Kev.
I'll draw 7. We'll see if we get lucky.
Bombs.
Stacking the Rograk for 2 black. Putting back in the command zone.
DPS.
Cut this for mana of a color. Go to
DPS.
6. Cast a turned off Dark Petition.
I'm gonna pitch these 2 cards and I'm gonna commandeer.
It again!
Damn.
Heuristic Study.
Yeah, you got it. I will tutor and Dark Petition's in the Delphi zone. This card.
Go to my end step, go to my extra turn, untap, upkeep, draw a card. I'm gonna lose, so I'm casting Demonic Consultation, that's for sure. If it resolves, I'll think about what to name.
I'll pass on Demonic Consultation.
I will name Wheel of Fortune. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my god, is it on the bottom?
That's
so funny.
Pass turn. Go ahead and step and die.
All right, I'll draw for turn. Play Cradle as my land. Green Sun Zenith. X equals 5.
Fierce Guardianship.
Active negation.
That's fine. No, I'm so afraid I'm about to pump this.
It does get, you're right there. I think you got it. Can't have to pull something, at least from what I can see, pretty amazing out of his ass to get this one, I think.
Ew.
I'll crack Lotus Petal and pay 1 more to cast my Rock Rat.
I'm gonna sack
Ew.
Yuriko. Flare of Malice.
Ew.
on the stack.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. I shouldn't have done that. I should have held up Mana Drain then. Okay. Rock, and I will pass.
Okay, I'll untap. I can draw again. Yay! A Marshplex. Can I have any other fetchables? Start by go down to 8. Shock and a Water Retreat. Go down to 6. Curtains Call. Destroy 2 target creatures.
Oh, I can't wait for this. Deflecting Swat.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Ew.
Oh, you just have Force too, yeah. Cool, okay, yeah, so Eternal Witness is dead too, and then so is Rock Rat. All right, now I feel like I'm full.
So I'll swing in for 3. Ninjutsu and Yuriko. I also lose a life off of the City of Rest.
So I'll take 1 going to 19.
And then I have a Yuriko trigger. Got a Force of Negation.
So I'm at 16.
Oh, you.
I will untap. On my upkeep, I'll pay blue, 1, 2, 3. We're all for turn. Pass the turn.
Untap.
AoE.
South.
AoE.
Move to combat. Swing for 1. Jericho trigger. Mem Knight.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Cast this Mem Knight if that's okay. Pass the turn.
Draw. Arcane Signet. Pass the turn.
Draw. Combat. Swing for 5.
Down to 10.
Jericho trigger.
In response to the Yuriko trigger, I'd like to not just revival that Marsh Flats on top.
That's fine. Ooh, it's a mark for that. Play my land for turn. Pass.
Draw. Imperial Recruiter. We're just gonna get Devoted Druid. 2 mana for Devoted Druid. Pass the turn.
On your end step, I'll try to Deadly Rollick and Devoted Druid.
Mana Drain.
Hard cast with Force Indication.
Nova.
Luster Storm.
Cast Reminder.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Anything else?
Nope, you're all good.
On your end step, I'll Platinum and Orcish Bowmasters.
Oh god, yeah, I'm just toast. Yeah. Would you like to ping my Imperial Recruiter?
I'll ping that. I'll make this Orc Army. Untap. Draw. I'll swing with all these guys.
Go to 3.
A Yurko trigger. Moonstruck, we're down to 1. It's a 2 drop.
Oh my god, I'm down to 1.
And Genius Prodigy with Skull. Come in with 2 counters. Pass the turn.
Hilariously, all the cards in my hand, like this triggers Bowmaster and not a good
AoE.
Damn.
So,
Wow.
yeah, so I don't have anything I can do here.
Let's go.
Game,
That's sick,
guys.
man.
Jacob, that was awesome.
Wow.
That was badass.
What a great Yuriko showing. That's like exactly how Yuriko draws it up, right?
Exactly. Take players out one by one, depending on who's aggressively using their life total the most at first. Yeah. And then you can guarantee that 1v1 then at the end because you are pretty much going to consistently have the beat down against them and also be drawing more cards than your opponent.
Yeah, the Necro made it so easy for Jacob to just
AoE.
continue holding counter magic. So after he
AoE.
killed one player, it didn't matter that another player had one less player to stop them from winning because Jacob had 7 cards in his hand at all time, and most of them were counter spells.
Yeah, Commandeer, the MVP of the game, not just stealing Necro, but then also stealing the Dark Petition after the Time Twister happened. So maximum showing of Commandeer here in this game.
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us directly, you can do so on Patreon, like $100.
Spengler, Demetrius Clark, Larceny Roars, Your Boy Blue, Sparky B, Insomnia, SD Phillip, Holding Groupie, Gecko21, Caleb Ritchie, Zach Hartley, Reactive, Sean in the Ice, Stormageddon, Luke Cook, Demon of Raspberries, Peter Stewart, Cornell Wild, Uncle Butts, Nick Foles, Go to 9, Quadra A. Hamid, Lauren Connell, and Baby G-Bus.
If you want to pick up any of our merch, you can do that at FitOwinMTG.com.
Big thank you to Dragon Shield for sponsoring the show. Make sure you use our affiliate link down below, and our new sleeves are available on Dragon Shield's website too, so go look at them.
Yeah, follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky for more content.
Thank you so much for watching.
See you next time.
Let's talk of the 50s. Yeah, right on now. Jacob Bauer, and watching Zachary Wilson, Tyler H, Jamal Ace in the Ace, Dalton Poti, Amogos, Justin, Manzella, Jacob Depp, Jan, Wildfang, Thomas Bueno, David Nelson.
Nova.
Trespass in my domain!
Focus. Focus. AoE. AoE. Focus. 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 AoE. AoE. Focus. Focus. AoE. AoE. Focus. 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 Focus.
Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week we're joined by Ken Bauman to figure out which one of us is playing the most fancy deck in CEDH.
Hello. Oh God, wow, this is so awkward. My name's Ken Bauman. I am a writer. I'm a Magic player. I do a lot of stuff with CEDH, and you can find more about me at kenbauman.com. Godspeed.
And check us out on Patreon to support us directly and get awesome extra perks like being able to submit your deck list like Sparky B did today.
So we have
Dodge.
Ken, I'm Clark, Turbo Fool. Tyler, I'm Jessica Timna, Crispy Fried Chicken. Me, I'm Kona Big. And Cam, I'm Jessica Ishai. Here's the bird, a list submitted by our patron Sparky B. Ken, thanks again for being here. You're up first. Take us away.
Dodge.
Yeah, have fun
Dodge.
watching this horrendous
Dodge.
turn play a Misty Rainforest
Dodge.
and shortcut. Is that okay? I'm gonna go get a tropical island, cast an ornithopter, cast a crop rotation, sacrificing this tropical island. I'm gonna go get guys great past a midnight.
Nice.
Nice.
Tap for 2 green. I'm going to cast a hinder wall.
Whoa. Okay.
Pass my turn.
Draw turn, play a Verdant
Dodge.
Catacombs, bracket, and go
Dodge.
find a Scrubland. Cast
Dodge.
a Dark Ritual.
Yeah.
Dodge.
2 of it on it. That works though.
Oh,
One
way
for
less
one.
scary all of a sudden. Okay.
Dodge.
Some Orcish Bowmasters. Then let's
Dodge.
build them in night.
I accept the hater behavior.
Draw card. I will cast Mana Crypt. I'm gonna cast Jewel Lotus. I'll crack this and cast Kona. Pass turn.
No land either.
No land either. It's a 4.
I was really hoping you were going to slam Survival's Encampment down.
Oh my god, I wish. That's funny. That's
Kona's
funny.
so good here.
Dodge.
It's so crazy how much
Dodge.
these cards just happen to show up in like the games following the bans. It's ridiculous. Yeah, this start. I'm looking to 4.
All right, then I'll take a turn. I'll get a draw. Cast a Mana Crypt.
Copycat.
Marsh Blast. And I'm going to crack it. Go into 39. Go get a Plateau. Cast a
Dodge.
Dockside Extortionist. Floating
Dodge.
1 colorless mana.
Sure.
Nice. Everyone has 1. So I'll use all of those treasures and my floating mana to cast Ishai. Pass.
I will play a City of Brass. Green, blue, crack for 2 red. I'll have a red and a green floating, and I'm going to cast the Frog Cast.
May I? Wow. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on Ishai.
Don't you dare ask me, may I do that? The answer is always going to be yes. Play using the 1 green, a Wild Cantor, and I have a Fluster.
Ooh, I also have an Ishai trigger.
Discard this Polluted Delta. I have 1 card in hand. I'm going to play my second land for turn, which is a Mana Confluence. I have a Fluster.
So I have a Bowmaster's trigger.
You should shoot this Frog. He's a 0/5, but he loves pain.
Point the first one here at Kona.
I'm going to cast this Mox Amber that I drew.
Ooh, I get an Ishai trigger.
Then you have your draw trigger, and I have a Bowmaster's trigger. This one's
Dodge.
going at Wild Cantor. We'll make you lock in the color now.
Oh, hell yeah. No, that's great. I'm going to sacrifice it for a purple mana.
Dodge.
We don't even give a
Dodge.
shit. Okay.
I guess I'll sacrifice it for a green if I put all the greens right there. Pass the turn. That was fun.
Untap, draw turn. Play an Ancient Tune. Lose 2 life, going down to 37. Cast Kidna.
Ishai trigger.
I'll move to combat. Dylan, I'm going to come at you with this 3/3 Orc Army.
No effects. Take 3. 37.
I mean, I will lose 1 going to 36.
Dodge.
And draw a card. All right, I'll
Dodge.
pass it.
Untap. Upkeep. Mana Crypt. Odds will take damage. And even no damage. Draw for turn. Combat.
Dodge.
Ken, I'll come at you for 4.
No, I'll
Dodge.
take it. Whatever. Who cares?
Okay.
I'll go to 34.
Excellent. I have a Kona trigger. I'm going to put this Regal Force into play and draw 2 cards.
I'm going to target the Dockside with both triggers.
Play a Forest. Green
Dodge.
Sun Zenith X equals 2.
Dodge.
Ishai counter.
I'll find Priest of Titania, and then I'll pass my turn after I shuffle Green Sun back in. I should have gotten anything else that didn't have 1 toughness. Like, and in my head, I was like, he probably wouldn't shoot my Priest. Why wouldn't he shoot the Priest? Of course,
Draw.
I should have just gotten something that had more toughness.
Draw.
Anything.
You have a
Anything.
lot of
Draw.
1 mana green creatures that have
Draw.
multiple toughness that tap Kona without him getting into combat.
That would have been
too.
much better. Yeah, I should have gotten the O2 to just pass Kona. So, whoops.
Mana Crypt trigger on my turn. Odds I take damage. So 1. I'll take 3. 36. I will get a draw. Mountain. Cast Jessica. -2 right away. To deal 2 damage to Priest of Titania, Timna, and Spellmasters.
Also, where did I get off thinking I was going to do
Clear.
anything in a double Jessica game? My
Clear.
little green creature deck? No way. Bowmaster's on
Clear.
turn 1? No way. Not a chance.
Clear.
I started my starting hand, I had no lands?
I have missed how
way.
good damage with Jessica feels.
Dude, honestly, in the right matchup, Jessica's so powerful.
Jessica for 2 is so nuts.
Yeah. Oh, Mana Crypt. I guess it's a little weird now.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I will move to combat. Tyler, I'll come at you for 6.
I'll take 6 and go to 30.
Pass.
Okay, this is a very important turn. I'm going to play a Shifting Woodlands, and I have a Floods trigger. I'm going to go Hellbent, discard a Kobold. Oh, no. And I will pass the turn.
Wow.
Drop.
I will draw for turn,
Drop.
cast a gamble.
Ishai trigger.
Drop.
Alright, I have found 1 card,
Drop.
and then I must discard. I'm gonna just shuffle this and lay him out in the roll die.
Oh, can Ken do it? Ken's our guest. Ken, do you have a die?
Sure. 1 on the left, 6 on the right.
All right, there you go. Ready? 2.
Ew.
Alright, 2 it is. It is a Dockside Extortionist.
Goodbye, Dockside. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
GTFO.
I'm just passing.
Upkeep. Mana Crypt. Odds I take damage. It's an odd number. I'll take 3. Go down to 34.
Clear.
I'll draw for turn. Hold out
Clear.
settlements. My land for turn. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to
Clear.
attack, and I'm going to send both
Clear.
of these over at Cameron.
That
Drop.
sounds horrible. I'm going to path to
Drop.
exile Kona.
Kona is exiled. I'll go find a basic.
And then I'll take 5, going down to 31.
Bold of me. I wonder if I attacked somebody else, would you not have passed, or would you have gotten rid of Kona either way because you were scared? Do you remember your feelings at the time?
I probably would have let you get away with an attack on somebody else.
Yeah, I feel like I should have attacked Ken in his little 0-5 sort of block or something. That would have been better too. That's it then. I'm just going to pass my turn.
Roll for my Mana Crypt on my upkeep. Odds I take damage. That's another odds. So I will go to 28 and then draw for turn. I'll play an island. I'm going to go to combat. Tyler, you still have 6 marked on you, so I'm going to attack you for 2. Mystic Remora on my second main. Pass the turn. You may notice that I could have taken out a player by spending all of my mana to recast Jessica, but right now, Tyler is the player that I'm the most afraid of, and he's already got a bunch of damage on him. And because I have this Mystic Remora going into Ken's turn, I feel like I'm going to be able to get a lot of draws to find a little bit more interaction, so that way I can take Tyler out on my next turn and free up my mana and, like, not overcommit Jessica.
I'm going to draw 1 card. I'm going to cast this Kobold. It's a Rogue Rack, and I have a Flubs trigger.
Ishai trigger.
I'm going to draw a card. Let's see what the next card is. Play this Exploration. Flubs trigger and a Fish trigger. You can draw.
And Ishai trigger, too. I'll take that.
Okay, I'm going to draw the next card and see what it is. Play a Forest. I have a Flubs trigger.
Yep.
Draw another card. Cast this Soul Ring. and
Big
you
Z.
can draw
Ooh, I will get a Ishai trigger, too.
I will do an Invasion of Victoria
AoE.
4, and I'll have a Flubs
AoE.
trigger, and then there's all the stuff.
2 more triggers I will take.
All right, let's see what Flubs draws me first. Let's take a peek here. Dylan, you get to defend the invasion. It's on 4. Or no, it has 6. It has 6 loyalty. Go get a non-human. I'm gonna put 6 into play. I'll play a command tower and I have a Flubs trigger. Cast a Utopia Sprawl targeting this forest, and I have a Flubs trigger.
I also have 2 triggers myself.
Lose 2 to Ancient Tomb, cast a March of Otherworldly Light, exiling Portable Hole from my hand as an additional cost. My target is 6.
2 triggers on top of my other 2 triggers from Utopia Sprawl, so here's a counter and a card.
Okay, great. Get out of here. I'm gonna take 2 and go to 32, and I'm gonna cast this Finale Devastation. X equals 0, and I have a Flubs trigger.
Nice.
I have
AoE.
a counter and a card.
Put this
AoE.
Kobold in play.
I don't want to go over there too quickly. Finale of Devastation for 0 to get a Cobalt in play. Okay.
Yeah.
Cast this Mishra's Bauble. Go nuts, man.
Counter
Flubs
card.
trigger. Pass the turn.
In your end step, I'm just gonna 4-cycle this Generous End right now before Tyler untaps, and
Nice.
that's good. I'm just gonna get a basic forest in my hand, and that's it. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Pay 3.
Big Z.
2 to Ancient Tomb, cast a Sabine's
Z.
Wreck, targeting the dock side of my graveyard.
Counter and a card.
You sure do. I will make 9 treasures. Cast a Diabolic Intent, sacrificing dockside as an additional cost.
Counter and a card.
I'm
AoE.
finding a card here. I'm gonna spend 5 treasures to try and flashback Sabine's Recognition. Initial target is Portable Hole.
I'm gonna Force of Will, losing a life, going to 27, and pitching a Spell Pierce.
Sabine's Wreck is done. Play an untapped Godless Shrine as my lane for turn. I'll lose 2, but an Underworld Reach on this back.
I'll get a counter and a card.
Yes, you do.
Pass priority.
AoE.
Ooh, pass priority.
AoE.
Escape the Dockside Extortionist, exiling Verdant Catacombs, March, and Gamble.
So I'll activate the Mishra's Bauble. Tyler, I'll look at the top card of your library. Watch out.
I don't get to see it, so I'm going to put my head down here.
Yeah,
Try
great.
and
Okay,
show
yeah,
you.
yep.
ETB, right, I will get 8 treasures. Cast a Diabolic Intent from my graveyard, exiling the remaining 3 cards. Backing
AoE.
Dockside as an additional cost.
Get a counter and a card.
I'm going to get a Top Secret card, and then I'm going to cast a Wheel of Fortune for it.
Get a counter and a card.
What's Wheel?
Discarding Veil of Summer, Kogla, and Forest.
2 Shocklands, Mental Misstep. I just drew that right now. Curse Totem, Ragavan, Chain of Vapor, Displacer Kitten, Savine's Wreck, Delny,
AoE.
Spire of Industry, Wheel of Fortune, and
AoE.
Boromir.
I am discarding a Final Fortune. Pay 2 treasures, and cast this Grand Abolisher.
Oh, get a counter.
I'm going to cast this LED from hand.
Get a counter and a card.
Oh, that was pretty perfect. That was what else could you possibly want to wheel into when you have honorable breach and play. Perfect.
Crack the LED for triple red. Escape this Wheel of Fortune, exiling 3 lands.
Get a counter and a card.
Play a Mox Diamond.
Get a counter and a card.
I will pitch this Gemstone Caverns. I'm gonna pay 2 using my treasure here. Escape this Diabolic Intent, sacking the Orc Army as an additional cost.
Get a counter and a card.
Escape the LED, exiling Gemstone, Lightning Axe, and Final Fortune.
Counter and a card.
Crack the LED for triple red, discarding 6 cards from my hand, including Chthonian Nightmare. Escape Dockside Extortionist.
Still 8.
We're still at 8. Escape Chthonian Nightmare, exiling 3 lands.
Counter.
Pay X energy and sacrifice this Dockside to try and return this Insolent Neonate from my graveyard to the battlefield. 1 energy left, this goes back to my hand. I would like to demonstrate a loop.
I think I have a point where I could interact. There is a card in my deck that I could.
Because you have to recast Chthonian each time, so he's technically getting more Mystical More triggers.
Okay, so you got your draw off the Chthonian that I did. Insolent Neonate is back on the battlefield, right? I have 7 treasures right now. Currently, executing that loop requires me to cast Chthonian, sacrifice this creature, and return Dockside. So it's 2 casts of Chthonian for every Dockside. Cam, you would draw 2 cards. Because we're at 8 treasures right now, and the total cost is 4 mana, I'm netting 4 every time. Cast Chthonian, you get a draw, 1 single draw.
Here's my draw.
Sacrifice Insolent Neonate, return Chthonian, put a Dockside out, get 8 treasures, going to 13. Spend 5 treasures, going down to 8, and cast a Tin of the Weaver.
Yeah, Ishai trigger.
2 treasures, going down to 6, and I'm going to escape a Diabolic Intent, exiling Mox Amber, Windswept Heath, and Wheel of Fortune.
Get a counter and get a card.
Sacking Timna as an additional cost. I'm gonna go find this card and cast a Power Blast targeting the fish.
Ooh, look at this. I get a counter. I gotta get a fresh dice. Let's take up even more of our time with that, and I'll get a card. Fish is dead.
I still have Chthonian Nightmare in hand. I'm gonna try and restart this loop. Take 2 Chthonian Nightmare. Can I now demonstrate a loop with Insolent Neonate and Dockside Extortionist? I will make billions and billions of treasures, and then I will one at a time cast Jessica, and then minus her for whatever her current loyalty is to shoot all 3 of you in the face. And we'll do that over and over and over again until you are all dead.
We are all dead?
Yeah, we're all dead. I'm dead. I already spooked.
We are all dead. Nice. Good shit.
Very good.
I'm glad we were able to get a Chthonian Nightmare win on the channel before Dockside was banned. That was cool.
That's true, because we haven't seen that quite yet.
Yeah, no. Thanks to Cubby, we actually have 2 games. Cubby helped edit this video, so there's another game coming up after this. Same match as before. Let's just get right into it.
You want to take a longer intermission? I have to go to the bathroom, so can we wait?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Bombs.
All right, let her rip.
Windswept Heath. I'm going to go get a Tropical Island, go to 39, and I'm going to cast a Birds of Paradise. Pass the turn.
Draw off a turn, Flutter Strand, and pass.
Draw. Forest, Birds of Paradise.
Pass turn. Draw. Sea of Clouds. Mana Crypt. Cast the Soul Ring. First Totem. Dauntless Dismantler. Pass.
I'm going to draw Kraken, Arid, whatever. Go to 38. I'll get a Taiga here. Cast a Noose Constrictor.
Nice.
That's it. Pass it up.
And stuff, I'm going to crack this Flutter Strand for Scrubland, going to 39, and cast a Vampire Scrubland. And then I will put a card on top of my library. Untap. I will draw off a turn, cast the Soul Ring.
It comes in tap.
Hatch Blood Crypt. Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Here's some things that I'm feeling stupid about and smart about. Number 1, this Tree of Tails coming intact. Boom.
Oh.
Thank you. But the fact that it's alongside the Mox Opal, still not turning it on, still coming intact, makes me feel, I guess, worse actually, not better at all.
Yeah.
That's Mox Opal. Pass my turn. Both of those cards have been removed from the deck since this. No more of that nonsense, thank you.
I will get a draw. Here's a Misty Rainforest, and we will crack it right away, going down to 39. Let's go get a Volcanic Island.
Roll for 50 bad feeding.
Oh, shit. All right, odds I take damage, we got an even, so we're good. Cast a Professional Facebreaker. Combat, I'll swing my Dauntless Dismantler down at Tyler for 1.
I will take 1, go to 36.
Look at this. We made a treasure, everybody.
I'll keep drawing.
What's in my hand that made me not want to cast Ishai, do you think?
Maybe interaction, maybe a little bit of counter magic.
I think there's an intuition in my hand.
Could be. Only you could know.
Well, it's too bad that only past Cameron knows. Present Cameron doesn't remember what was in his hands.
Maybe you had interaction. Maybe Tyler Vampiric tutored and then played a Soul Ring,
and that made me scared.
And you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a land is 5 for ad nauseam, and you're like, maybe I'll keep this interaction up because you're so smart.
That probably was it.
That's what it was.
That probably was it. Yeah.
Misty Rainforest. That go to 37. I'll go get an island, just a regular old island.
Regular island.
Pass this Infernal Plunge and just crunch this Birds. Pass Earthcraft. Pass the turn.
And play a Scalding Tarn, crack that right away, going to 35. Badlands. Pass a Wishclaw Talisman that will enter tapped. Cast Timna. Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw a card. A basic forest. I'm going to cast this Elvish Mystic. Pass turn.
Go to mine. I won't forget my Mana Crypt trigger this time, so odds I take damage. We got an even. Draw a card. Gemstone Caverns. Mana Crypt. Blue-white for Ishai.
Ishai's here.
We got Ishai. Let's go to combat. Tyler, I'm going to come at you for 2. Dylan, I'll come at you for 1.
No effects.
No effects. 33.
39.
I make 2 treasures. Let's crack a treasure and tap Soul Ring for 2 to cast my other commander, Jessica. I think I'm just going to -2 Jessica. And I think I'm going to hit Timna, I'm going to hit Birds of Paradise, and I'm going to hit Noose Constrictor, I think. I will pass.
Once that off, I'm going to cast Floods.
Ishai trigger.
Go for it. Play my second land drop, which is a basic forest. I have a Floods trigger. I'm going to discard the last card in my hand, which is a Cloudstone Curio. Get out of here. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw turn. Play a command tower. Use feels so good. This feels so unwinnable.
When Jeskai beat Jeskai, it does feel hard to do anything.
You could just put a balancing deck and go get balance.
I would look the other way.
Yeah, I would also look the other way.
No, I'm watching, and so is God.
Activate this Wishbot Talisman. I will give it to Ken. Pass the dummy.
I get an Ishai trigger.
Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep. Draw card. Mergent Zone. Pay 4 mana and cast Kona.
I get a counter for Kona.
Okay, pass turn.
Go to my turn. Mana trigger. Here's maybe something I can do well. 36. And draw. Cast Jessica.
Why are you doing this?
We're going to -3 Jessica.
Bomb.
Delny, Kona, Tyler, 3 damage to your face.
Kona dead.
Delny does.
Combat. 1 at Tyler, 4 at Ken, 2 at Dylan.
Taking 2, I said to 37.
29.
Cool. I make 3 and cast a Dranith Magistrate. I'll pass.
Okay, I'm gonna draw. Let's see. Guys, great. They'll add a flub trigger. Activate the Wishclaw Tower.
Dibs.
Yeah, you don't get past an abundance. PDH staple. I would like to activate Earthcraft targeting this island. Tapping flub. Tap this island. I'm gonna cast a Shrieking Drake. I'll have a flub trigger.
When does Flubs trigger?
Bombs.
Cast a spell.
Yeah.
So I think when Ken casts this abundance here, the Flub should trigger to make him discard the Shrieking Drake, right?
Oh, yeah. He should have a Flubs trigger on the abundance.
Yeah, I think so. Whoops. Okay.
I'm going to let my Ishai counter resolve. Track 5 treasures. Cast a Solitude.
Ew.
Target Flubs on its
Ew.
ETB.
I'm gonna gain 0 life, and I'm gonna put flubs in the command zone. I'll say non-land with a bunch. I put a Dragon's Rage
Ew.
Streamliner. Shrieking Drake,
Ew.
I've got an ETB. I'm gonna respond, and I'm gonna
Ew.
activate Earthcraft,
Ew.
targeting this island. Okay, and then Shrieking
Bait.
Drake will return. I'll pass
Bait.
it.
In end step here, I'm gonna pay 1 black and cast it into him.
I get a Ishai
Ew.
trigger.
I'm gonna put a Hoarding
Ew.
Broodlord in my graveyard. Draw off a turn, cast a Grand
Ew.
Monster.
Yeah, you're good. I'm
Ew.
just decorating my board, just making it look nice.
Cast in Necromancy, targeting the Hoarding Broodlord.
Ooh, yeah, counter.
Get this Hoarding Broodlord, and I
Ew.
will go tutor. Pass.
Untap,
Ew.
upkeep, draw. Activate the Wish Pot.
I'll clean up this mess. But nothing matters. Nothing matters.
Cast the One Ring. I have protection from everything.
It enters tap.
It enters tap. You are right about that.
Counter on my Ishai.
Pass turn.
Untap. Roll for crypt. Odds I
Bombs.
take damage. We got a 4. We're
Bombs.
okay. Get a draw for turn. Alright, here's Urza Saga as lands per turn. Jessica Thrice Reborn. 4 counters this turn. 0 Jessica targeting Ishai. Combat. Solitude and my other 2 creatures are coming at you, Ken.
Okay,
This
how
is
much-
5 at Ken. And then this is a
Targeted.
huge Ishai and Professional Facebreaker coming at Tyler.
Blocking the Ishai with the Hoarding Broodlord.
That sounds good. So then Tyler will take 2 and I will make 2 treasures. Pass.
Okay, I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna replace my draw, and I will say non-land. Song of Creed. I'll put that in my. I'll cast Song of Creed.
Bombs.
Ishai counter.
I'm gonna move to my
Bombs.
step for Song of Creation and discard my hand.
Untap. Rough turn. Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, take no damage, and draw for turn. Now I will tap the One Ring, put a burden counter on it, and draw card. I'll cast Mana Crypt.
I get a counter.
I'm gonna cast Circle of Dreams Druid.
Ooh, get a counter.
Pass turn.
Mana Crypt trigger. Odds I take damage. We got a 1. Go down to 33. Draw for turn. Plus up Urza Saga. Cast a Delny Streetwise Lookout. I'm going to 0 Jessica targeting
Bombs.
Ishai. Go to combat. Man, this is going to be a
Bombs.
classic case of I'm going to take out the wrong player. Ishai's coming at Tyler. And then Dauntless Dismantler, Solitude, and Professional Facebreaker are coming at you, Dylan. Granite Magistrate at Ken.
Hell yeah.
Dylan, you are taking 5, 6.
31.
3 of it is lifelink. So I go back up to 36. Tyler, you're dead.
Yeah, astoundingly dead.
And then Ken will take 1.
I go to 27.
Professional Facebreaker and a Delny trigger, which means that I will make a total of 6 treasures. I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll replace my draw with Abundance, and I'll say non-land. Put a Wild Cantor into my hand. Cast a Wild
Bombs.
Cantor. I have a Song of Creation.
Bombs.
Ishai trigger.
I'll replace both draws with Abundance, and I will say non-land. A Lion's Eye Diamond. There's a Chord of Calling. I'll put that into my hand. Pass. Lion's Eye Diamond. And Song of Creation trigger.
Bird gets bigger from the LED. Yes, thank
LED
you.
cast.
I'll say non-land. Mystical Tutor. And then I will say non-land. Chromite. Tap Wild Cantor to Earthcraft to untap this forest. Cast instead a Chromox. And I've got a Song of Creation trigger.
I have an Ishai trigger.
I'll say land, this first one. Eldritch City Brass. I'll put City Brass in my hand, and then I will say non-land.